Welcome back to another episode of Dumb Stuff with Matt. Look at this here roll bar I found on Facebook Marketplace for $100. I originally bought it for the Midget, but after some looking, I think it's going to fit the Spitfire just as well. No reason to put good parts on a car I'm going to get rid of. Let's see if it'll fit the Spitfire. I'll need to preface this, guys. I had a tooth removed today, so this is Dumb Stuff with Matt Who Can Barely Talk, Episode 1. Got quite a few teeth issues I've got to get handled. Kind of put them off as a younger, sillier fella. Now I'm in my 40s and paying the price for that. So, we got one tooth pulled today. I've got a root canal scheduled. I've got a couple cavities to fill. It'll be a couple episodes of me talking like I got marbles in my mouth. But let's get after it. Our first move is we got to clean the interior out of the Spitfire and see how close we can get this thing to fit. Lucky for me, it was already stripped when I got it, so we just got to pull the seat. Let me get after that. The answer was no. Believe it or not, the Midget is about 3/4 of an inch to an inch wider inside than the Spitfire. So, of course, I did the right thing. Didn't turn the camera on. I went ahead and did the old floorboard restoration on the Midget. Used the old paint over rust. We're going to let this cure up. In the meantime, I really don't want this bar to be yellow. So we're going to work on making it some other color than yellow, I guess. We'll check back in. We got updates, guys. Bar is in. Stout. I got one bolt to put in over here. I went ahead and cleaned up the floorboard, getting ready for some rust repair. Cleaned up the dash a little bit. I think with another coat of the grease, it's going to come out looking okay. I did clean up the windshield and frame. Turns out to look pretty good. We got the hood set down. Yeah. Let's keep working here. See how far we can get tonight. It is Wednesday night. I got stuff going on this weekend, so I want this video out and done before then. We'll check back in. Well, that looks just a little more tolerable. Maybe a little healthier too, because that was filled with mouse droppings, and I wasn't wearing a mask or gloves. Yay. But I think we're going to call it here for the night. I'm going to let this rust reform kind of cure up and do its thing. Tomorrow night, we're going to focus on brakes. Well, hopefully brakes. Parts should be here tomorrow. I was told when I bought this that the rear brake shoes, one of them was missing. So we're going to take them apart, put new ones on. Hopefully, within a couple days, this thing will not only run, but it will stop. That'd be something, wouldn't it? All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. One more thing before this evening's through. You know, I could have shoved a couple of license plates in these holes and maybe cut up the hood to fill the rocker or the panels up so they weren't as rusty. But I'm planning on selling this car. And the goal here would be to make it as good as it can be without covering and hiding things that I know are a problem. I would hate to buy a car, pull the floorboards up and find license plates. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I have to look at it in an aspect of I'm selling this to someone else who they need to be aware, you know, of what they're buying. So when I go to sell this, I'm leaving this floorboard just as you see it. No carpet, no covering, no nothing. So someone who's looking at this to buy it will be looking at holes in the floorboard that are pretty good size. Just a little PSA for the evening. You know, if you're keeping it forever, fix it how you want. If you're planning on selling it, maybe leave it exposed so the guy buying it knows what he's getting into. All right? All right, see you guys tomorrow. And just like that, it's Thursday night. Of course, the Amazon brakes didn't show up because, you know, who would expect 50-some-year-old car brakes to be available in 2 days? So let's go through and see what we've done here. By the way, guys, my junk pile in my garage is slowly accumulating. Holy moly. So we got our roll bar installed. We got our floor pans cleaned up, about as good as I'm going to take them. We got the new hood put on. Not too bad. Looks better than the old one. Wrong color, but it'll do. I also just removed the front bumper. I do have the grill. We're going to put that in once I can get it cleaned up. But, yeah, guys. She's turning out to be something pretty cool here. Maybe we keep it? I don't really need another one. Well, as always, it's going to end this video. Yep. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Hit the likey, subscribey, doodadder thingy at the bottom. We appreciate you watching these videos. We'll see you guys next week. Maybe we'll actually get to see this thing move on its own power, huh? All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Meow.